To see the real nature of pride. Pride is the inflated opinion of ourselves, and can manifest in relation to some good or bad object. When we look down from a high mountain, everyone below seems to have shrunken in size. When we hold ourselves to be superior to others, and have an inflated opinion of ourselves, we take on a superior aspect. It is extremely difficult to develop any good qualities at all when one has pride. For no matter how much the teacher may teach that person, it will do no good. Haughtiness means false arrogance. Thinking oneself correct in spite of one's wrong conduct. Thinking oneself is good in spite of one's very bad in reality. Haughtiness also means arrogance and conceit, due to one's illusion of having completely understood what one has hardly comprehended at all. Haughtiness is one of the main hindrances in our cultivation. Zen will help us to possess a genuine wisdom, which is necessary for our cultivation. Those who have genuine wisdom never praise themselves and disparage others. These people never consider themselves the purest and loftiest, and other people common and lowly. In Buddhism, those who praise themselves have no future in their cultivation of the way. Even though they are still alive, they can be considered as dead, for they have gone against their own conscience and integrity. The state of suffering of envy. Devout Buddhists should always remember that envy is generated by one's feeling of inferiority, while pride, haughtiness, and arrogance are born from a false sense of superiority. These kinds of pride and arrogance are caused by looking at things from a distorted, self-centered point of view. Those who have truly understood the Buddha's teachings and been able to obtain a right view of things will never succumb to such warped thinking. Jealousy means to be jealous of another person thinking he or she has more talent than we do, to become envious of the who surpass us in one way or other. Jealousy can be a consuming fire in our mind, a state of suffering. In meditation, if we want to eliminate jealousy, we should see and feel it without judgment or condemnation for judgment. And condemnation only nourishes jealousy in our mind. The real nature of doubt. Doubt signifies spiritual doubt. From a Buddhist perspective, the inability to place confidence in the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and the training. Doubt is one of the 5 hindrances one must eliminate on entering the stream of saints. In fact, one who suffers from perplexity is really suffering from a dire disease, and unless he sheds his doubts, he will continue to worry over and suffer from this illness. As long as man is subject to this mental itch, this sitting on the fence, he will continue to take a skeptical view of things, which is most detrimental to mental ability to decide anything definitely. It also includes doubt with regard to the possibility of attaining the jhanas. However, doubting is natural. Everyone starts with doubts. We can learn a great deal from them. What is important is that we do not identify with our doubts. That is, do not get caught up in them, letting our minds spin in endless circles. Instead, watch the whole process of doubting, of wondering. See who it is that doubts. See how doubts come and go. Then we will no longer be victimized by our doubts. We will step outside of them, and our mind will be quiet. We can see how all things come and go. Let go of our doubts and simply watch. This is how to end doubting. The real nature of wrong views. In Buddhism, improper views or wrong views means not recognizing the doctrine of normal karma. Perverted, wrong views or opinions not consistent with the Dharma. One of the 5 heterodox opinions and 10 evils In fact, there is no specific definition for the term wrong views mikaditha in Buddhism. During the Buddha's time, the Buddha confirmed his disciples that even the validity of the Buddha's own statements could be questioned. The Buddha claimed no authority for his doctrine except his own experience. Perverted wrong views or opinions arises from a misconception of the real characteristic of existence. There were at least 62 heretical views of the externalist or non-Buddhist views. In the Buddha's time, Buddhism emphasizes on theory of causation. Understanding the theory of causation means to solve most of the question of the causes of sufferings and afflictions. Not understanding or refuse of understanding of the theory of causation means a kind of wrong view in Buddhism. According to the Buddha, sentient beings suffer from sufferings and afflictions because of desires, aversions, and delusion. And the causes of these harmful actions are not only from ignorance, but also from wrong views. Through Zen, we can see that holding wrong views involves vigorously and hostilely denying the existence of such things as past and future lives, the possibility of attaining nirvana. Wrong views mean the false belief that the skandhas, or constituents of personality, contain an immortal soul. False view also means seeing wrongly. Its characteristic is unwise or unjustified interpretation or belief. Its function is to preassume. It is manifested as a wrong interpretation or belief. Its proximate cause is unwillingness to see the noble ones. Holding wrong views in Buddhism involves vigorously and hostilely denying the existence of such things as past and future lives, the possibility of attaining nirvana, the existence of the Buddhas, Dharma and Sangha. Doubt about these subjects does not constitute wrong views. However, if we neglect to resolve our doubts by asking questions and investigating these issues, we could later generate wrong views. By believing in deceptive doctrines,